Get the fuck out of here. Go home. We don't want you here. We don't like your kind here. We only like people in blue cars around here. One more. Don't honk at me. Don't honk at me, asshole. The gate is open. Time to go through. Are you ready for what's on the other side?
Nope. Oh, God dang it.
Seen y'all in the comments section. Also, I've seen y'all in Discord and everything. We know there's a new Sam O'Nella Academy video out because y'all let us know about it. And oh, Mr. Kitty's back.
I thought you were going to talk about the people that were saying that we need to stop acting like what he's saying in these videos is the truth or whatever.
Huh?
Oh, there was a guy that was really pissed off about the lucky shit video or the unlucky shit video.
Oh.
Because he was like, you guys need to do research. And I'm just like, no, we're not going to stop to research every single video we react to. Sorry.
Look.
No, apparently, someone else was like, this is actually Sam's most inaccurate video.
Okay.
It must have just been just that one.
So, okay, here's the thing about it. So, the whole deal with doing reactions and recording stuff. Here's something you all need to understand. We're not professional researchers. And
we don't have a researcher.
And also, here's the beautiful thing about how we experience this shit versus how you experience our reactions. For y'all, you can take all the time you want after the video, and you can research everything afterwards, and then you can list, like, there was someone, I kid you not, he typed 1,700 words in a comment thread down below about how I was wrong about this thing because I wasn't looking at it objectively as, you know, as a... Ow.
You guys realize YouTube pays us for that, not you, when you do that, right?
Well, but that's...
You're wasting so much time,
but
writing out something.
Here's the thing, and yes, we make mistakes. Here's the thing. Hey, everyone, do I admit to whenever I make mistakes? Yes. I admit to when I make my mistakes.
But sometimes the mistakes just don't matter that much.
And then there's a thing where it's opinions. It's like, my opinion on something. If you have a disagreement with my opinion, that's fine. But be civil about it, man. That's all I ask. Just be civil. You don't have to take offense at me saying something that you disagree with and pretend like I've literally just, like, ripped your heart out and, like, shoved it down your throat. Like, no. Like, stop that. Please. The life is way too short to be pissed off all the time. And then, in turn, it's like people who complain about, oh, it's like, you need to do more research. It's like, you know, it'd be a great benefit if we could, you know, afterwards, you know, watching someone react to something, we could have that aha moment and just, you know, like, do our own research afterwards, have as much time as humanly possible. But instead, we get barely, like, this video that we're watching is 7 minutes long, and we are already, I think, like 3 to 4 minutes in on, like, the beginning commentary of this. So every video is like 20 minutes, and we're not gonna, and there's stuff that we will happily research if we, you know, feel like it's like, oh, a quick Google search, you know, like nothing.
Yeah,
but we're not going to do that with everything.
Fact check the entirety of every video
we don't have that much time, and also, like,
we're here for mostly entertainment, not to be educated.
We're here to have fun. That's the thing. If you're looking at us to be like your education, good luck. Like, you know, like, I wanted to be a history teacher, and there's a lot about history that I know, but even then, there are gaps in my knowledge about history, and it's like, okay, I guess I guess it's a good thing I'm not a history teacher.
We're a critique and opinion channel. Please don't come to us for education. I take no responsibility for your future failings if you do so.
Same. I agree. So this is Sam O'Neill.
If you want to hear
Academy.
our opinions on some funny stuff, you're in the right place. If you want to be educated, you should probably go watch somebody like Kyle Hill.
Yes. Or Veritasium. Or CGP Grey. Or, what's his name? Or the Hacksmith. Or, dude, there are plenty of education channels here on YouTube that can teach you so much more than we ever could. Go check them out. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like we're like some amazing thing, because for some reason people tune into us and watch us, and I don't, and I appreciate every single person who does, truly. But by no means is it okay for everyone to just, shit on us because it's like, oh, you made a mistake here, and it's like, and now we're gonna hold that against you, and it's like, okay, I admit to my mistake. Are you gonna leave me alone about it? Nope. You're gonna keep commenting on it like 3 years later.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Sam O'Neill Academy. Zhang Zongchang, the Dogmeat General. Ugh.
Mr. Kitty appreciates you for watching our videos as well, by the way.
Yes.
Hey kids, today I've got another character study for you all, a man known as Zhang Zongchang. In 1881, he was born into poverty in the Shandong region of China. His father was a head shaver, not a barber mind you. If a head shaver's a barber, then a ditch digger's an architect. He also moonlit as an alcoholic. His mom, meanwhile, was a literal practicing witch and exorcist, already a recipe for success. Zhang joined a group of roving bandits at age 20, as one does, right around the Xinhai Revolution, where the Qing dynasty was overthrown and the Republic of China was established. But in 1916, the kidneys of the nation's widely disliked monarchist leader done shat the bed, causing a power vacuum that ultimately led to what is known as the warlord era of the Republic. During this time, different regions of China were constantly shifting hands between a collection of separate military groups, all of whom were ruthless both to each other and to the people they ruled over. And through charisma, favors to the right people, and a keen sense of military pragmatism, our humble highwayman soon came to be one of these warlords. Now, Zhang was quite skilled as a leader of war. After the Russian Civil War, he recruited thousands of fleeing white Russians, not beverages, but Bolshevik butchers, which bolstered his battalions and brought big bonuses to his bloodshed. He also made efficient use of armored trains, which proved to be highly cost-effective at transporting large amounts of troops and supplies. But that's not what you people care about. You want some clownage. Well, rest assured, Zhang was quite the character. Now, we all know the age-old debate between positive and negative reinforcement. On the one hand, if you treat people well, you'll probably get the same treatment back later down the line. But on the other hand, nobody's ever taught a tiger to jump through flaming hoops with just pets and temptations. And if you think that's messed up, that's because, well, yeah, it is. Circuses are fucking evil. But like all great leaders, Zhang knew how to appropriately apply both the carrot and the stick. As an example of the former, he defeated the forces of enemy General Wu Peifu largely by convincing members of his army to defect, with the promise that they could keep their original rank after switching sides, which he fulfilled. But then he was like, yeah, I don't know if my loyal men would be too happy about being outranked by strangers. Well, only one solution here. All my guys are ranking up. Problem was, so many officers were promoted that Zhang literally ran out of gold and silver to make new insignias. He was like, I gotta think about this. Went out for a smoke, looked down, hey, wait a minute. And had the rest of the emblems made out of the colorful foil found in cigarette packages.
Congratulations on your promotion. The fuck?
So
is this for real or are you joking?
All of a sudden, I could just see him just pick it up and just be like, do the old nickel trick, do the old.
It said that during the promotion ceremony, people would look down and notice their little star already had a rip in it before the event was even over. But hey, there's still a colonel or poobah or whatever now, they can't complain. On another occasion, he proudly announced that he would either win an upcoming battle or return home in his coffin. And though Zhang was many things, he was not a liar. So after he ended up retreating, his men paraded him through the streets in a casket while he waved and sheafed on a cigar.
Okay, that's a good loophole. That is a great loophole.
So you're probably wondering why they called him the Dogmeat General. At this point, my head was swimming with lurid fantasies about him eating dog flesh, or wearing dog flesh, or eating dog flesh. Turns out, nah, he was just real into Pai Gow, of which the act of playing was colloquially referred to as eating dog meat. And also because he ate dogs. He was also sometimes jokingly referred to as the Three Don't Knows, since he didn't know how much money he had, how many concubines he had, or how many men were in his army. Well, funny, there was some truth to the nickname, which did sometimes cause issues. Some were minor. For one, he had a lot of trouble remembering the names of the 30 to 50 women of all nationalities in his harem, but he got around this by just assigning them numbers. Number 4 is real flexible, 27 makes a killer quiche, watch out for 14, she's a biter, and so forth. Other times, things got a little more dire. Later in his career, Zhang became the military governor of the province of Shandong, and while the warlord life suited him, domestic affairs were another story. Rampant human rights violations aside, the whole thing was just way poorly managed. For example, while Zhang did collect taxes on everything from theater performances to tobacco examination licenses, relatively little of his extortions went towards his war efforts or anything practical, with most of it being funneled into vanity projects and his own personal riches.
Damn, dude. I was gonna say, Zhang, I think you might have a tumor. It's not a tumor. Like, wait, is that gold in your mouth? No. Are you sure? Yes. Ting, 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 ting. Zhang, you just coughed up a gold coin.
Fucking sneezes and looks like Sonic the Hedgehog when he gets hit by an enemy.
I could see that. It's just like, Zhang, you tried to steal gold, didn't you? Yeah.
So how did he fund his army? Well, for those playing at home, it's time to take a shot, because Zhang printed tens of millions of dollars worth of paper money in the form of military stamps with no reserve to back them. Obviously, massive inflation ensued, but Zhang just said no, insisted the stamps had a 1-to-1 conversion with real money, and continued paying his men at the same rate. Fortunately for them, the invisible hand of the market is no match for the very visible fist of the soldier, because they just
guess who else tries to do that solution?
Basically every major government, especially ours. Like, print more money. The dollar will hold up. No, it won't. Every major currency fails eventually.
Ladies' asses till they accepted the currency at face value. But unfortunately, kicking old ladies' asses can't solve everything. In the summer of 1927, Shandong was hit with a famine caused primarily by drought. At the time, many people prayed to Zhang Xian, a folk deity, in an attempt to bring rain to these crusty lands. But Zhang Zongchang, he don't get on his knees for nobody. He walked right up to the statue in Xian's temple, starts bitch slapping it, tells it to go fornicate with its sister, and then has his artillery crew fire shells straight into the sky for hours on end to show that god who he's dealing with. Sources differ on when the next rain was, but it did eventually rain, so in the end, Zongchang got the last laugh. Speaking of which, our boy was also a renowned poet. Here's a piece he wrote about that very event. The sky god is also named Zhang. Why does he make life hard for me? If it doesn't rain in 3 days, I'll demolish your temple. Then I'll have cannons bombard your mom. Truly prophetic. We got a few other good ones too. Let me just dim the lights real quick. Yeah. This one's called Visiting Mount Tai. From afar, Mount Tai looks blackish. Narrow on top and wide at the bottom. If you flipped it upside down, it would be narrow at the bottom and wide on top. I like that one a lot.
How profound.
Oh.
Somebody was like, poetry's easy, man. It's literally just making observations about the world and writing them down.
And making them
easy, huh?
And making them rhyme from time to time.
Sometimes you make an observation and then you just use your imagination to be like, but what if it wasn't like that, man? He's like, I have a good idea for a poem now. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, kind stranger that smells strangely of skunk.
It's like
no problem, man.
It's like, it ain't skunk, man. It's wood.
Because it's like he heard about metaphors without realizing they're supposed to have a second meaning. This one's titled Poem About Bastards.
Poem about bastards. Nathan Hamilton, you utter piece of shit.
You tell me to do this, he tells me to do that. You are all bastards. Go fuck your mother.
I kind of like that one, actually.
Okay. It's like the beginning 2 lines, not gonna lie, they had me thinking it was gonna go down the same path as the last one. But then, strong closer. Strong closer. And Aces on that, my dude. Good job. Great poem.
Poignant. But unlike most poets besides E.E. Cummings and Emily Dickinson, Zhang was quite well endowed. He was often referred to as General 86, as when Zhang Jr. stood up straight, he could reportedly reach the length of 86 Mexican silver dollars stacked atop one another. Given a thickness of 2.4 millimeters, this would put him at around 20.6 centimeters or 8.1 inches. That's especially impressive given that.
That's
Not bad.
that's fair. That's fairly impressive. I was gonna say, it said 20 centimeters. I was like, what is that in conversion? And I was expecting it to be, like 10 inches. I was just gonna be like, damn, like homie packing a kielbasa. instead it's just like, he's packing a pretty decent banger sausage.
That he was likely malnourished during puberty due to both poverty and the 1896 famine, you racists. I thought of a few other jokes about this, but I couldn't fit them in the narrative, so I'll just rattle them off. Should have been called the horse meat general. When he got out of the pool, he was General 12. This one just says dong hung dong. You get the point. But all great things must eventually come to an end.
Oh God, there was one I came up with a long time ago. It was just like, man, I remember we were saying it to Freeman because Jessup Freeman was I played football for a long time, and he was always the dude who walked around the locker room naked all the time because he was just blah, he was the big unit in the locker room, and we had one for him. It was just like holy shit, dude! If you were Chinese, your name would be Wang Hung Lo.
The lead character of Shadow Warrior is literally named Lo Wang.
Lo Wang.
Yeah.
God have mercy.
After suffering a series of defeats,
For anyone out there who ever played football, did y'all ever have a dude like that? Because, I have images burned into my brain that I cannot get rid of. And then eventually, I think it was someone made the comment and just be like, dude, why are you doing that? He was like, I ain't got nothing to hide, man. And he's just like, well, my dude, why are you wanting to be naked around a bunch of guys? Isn't that kind? He's just like, well, it's not. And I think it was like for the last year or so that I was on the football team, he finally started putting clothes on.
If he was smart, he would have been like, if all the guys in the locker room see what I'm packing, there's a chance they'll tell the ladies. And
maybe
I profit.
And from what I understand, some of the women were aware of him. God.
at the hands of his enemies, and a subsequent failed rebellion against a quickly reunifying China, Zhang was forced to run away in 1928, bringing his mom with him to Beppu, Japan. His time here was relatively uneventful, except for when he shot a former prince in the back for trying it on with one of his concubines. In court, he said the gun just happened to go off while he was pointing it at the center of the guy's mask. For some reason, they're like, nothing suspicious here. Gave him the choice between 15 days in prison or a $150 fine. He chose the latter. Zhang's story finally came to an end in 1932, when he went back to Shandong, not as a conqueror, but as a visitor. Unfortunately, it seems it takes people more than 4 years to get over murder, because he was unceremoniously assassinated by the nephew of an officer that he had executed. All in all, Zhang left behind quite a strange legacy. Given the litany of horrible crimes that I've seemed to kind of gloss over, he's generally regarded as the stinkiest stain of an already messy portion of the tapestry that is Chinese history. The only remaining question is if one can truly separate the art from the artist. During his rule, Time magazine described him as China's basest warlord. I'll let you decide whether or not they forgot the DE. That's all for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and I'm hiding in your fridge.
Is that why all my food's gone, Sam?
Is that why whenever I open it up it smells of mayonnaise and turpentine?
That might just be the mayonnaise. I don't know about the turpentine though.
So yeah, Salmonella doing it again. And honestly, honestly, I don't know if he's done a video about it. I would love to hear his, I would love to see him do a video about the dude in the killdozer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Salmonella Killdozer. Nope. He does not have one on the Killdozer. I'm going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to put it down here. Hey, Sam. Hey, Sam. Can you do a vid? A vid about the Killdozer? The Killdozer and the man who ran it? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, the man who ran that Killdozer was a man by the name of Ted Kaczynski. I'm joking. It was Marvin Heemeyer.
So has he not done a video in a year?
Oh, it'd been a while. It had been a while since he'd done a video. Yeah.
About 10 months.
10 months. He did one 10 months ago.
And the last one before that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, so basically 2 years, almost 2 years before his last one. And then just now, 3 days ago. Damn.
So even if he takes your request, it might be a while.
Well, yeah, fair enough. But I just love, the fact that, he might be able to do, a video on the Killdozer. I guess we'll see. But for right now, everyone, I think that's going to do it. This was Salmonella Academy and his video on Zhang Zongchang, the Dogmeat General. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. If you want to see more, feel free to let us know. And also, feel free to check out more from Salmonella Academy by clicking his name in the title of the video. And also, be sure to vote and tell Sam that you want to see a video about the Killdozer. Please. Yes, and thank you. So, that's it, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Take care. Peace.